believe today is going to be a very good interactive session. You can give your favorite emoji as sign of being present and send your favorite emoji. Now, the description of what we are just going to do, the overview is what we're having here. Outlines will be covering for basic SQL concepts for beginner level. And we are going to start from creating a database, creating tables, inserting data, updating data, deleting data, and dropping tables. And everything will be explained step by step. And last week, there was a technical issues that disrupted us we are doing so far. So today, it won't happen. We are still using MySQL Workbench. Now I said we'll be using MySQL Workbench. Yes, that's our tools that we'll be using. I'm still waiting for our favorite emoji. We can still drop it in the chat, live chat section. Now I'll be going to our MySQL Workbench. I believe now I'll be audible enough. I said I'm welcoming everybody to this seminar. So that's what we'll be doing. And I said the software that we are going to use is our MySQL Workbench. So what I'll be doing now is I've already opened because I was working on it. So I've already opened. So I want to create table. How can we create? So I'll be doing the step-by-step approach in creating the table. I'll be taking the step-by-step approach. So what I'll be doing now is this. I want to create a schema. What is a schema? A schema is just like a database. Database. So I will right click. I will go to schema. Take me to this particular step. So said I want to create a table. And what I will be doing now is that I want to give my table a name, and the name that I'll be giving my table, it will start from small letter, and I want to give it employees. 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 That's the name of my table. So I've already put employees there. Please, can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, please, you can just send your favorite emoji, please. You can send your favorite emoji. I have written this employees, and what I will do now is this. What I will do now is I will apply it, and this is the script for the employees, and I will press apply. Now I have created a table called employee. I have created a table called employees. So what I will need to do now, I will have to click on finish. Um, I'll click on finish, and I'll come here to press refresh. I have created, I have just created a database for employees. A database. I have just created a database called employee, and these are what is inside my employees. I I I I have created a database called employees.
I have created a database. So what I will need to do now is that I want to create a table, but before I do that, I have to make sure that my employees, that is a database, is I have to make sure that I set it as default. I need to set it as default. So for me to set it as default, I have to just click on it and I have to set it as default. This is it here. I will set it as default. So what I need to do right now is that I want to create a table employees. Now how will I create a table? I have to make sure that my database is set to default, so that because I have so many database here, I have Daniel Tech, I have new Schema, I have Ojugbele, and I have SYS, which is the default. So what do I need to do? What I need to do right now is that I will come to this my employees, I will click on it, then I will right click, then I will come to this my pop-up, which is set as default, then I will click it. Now I have set everything, I have set this my employees to default. Then what I need to do right now is that I will create a table in my employees database. Now what I need to do right now is that I can just come here, create a table in the active schema in connected server. And what I will need to do now is that I will just click here. Now this new table, I will try to give it a name. I can say employee. I will make sure that it is in small letter. Employee, employee, I can call it employable, employee table. Now what I need to do right now is this: I will come here, I will click on this place, then I will come to my column name. I want to give my employee table, I want to give it a name, which I will just say this will be first name, first name. Now instead of me starting with first name, let me just start with ID. ID. Then I will give it now I have this my PK, NN, UQ, BUN, ZS, ZM, ZF, AI, then G. What it means is already, if we look at this platform, I have the interpretation here. My PK is primary key, my N is not null, my U is unique, and just like that. Then what I just need to do here is that I will my column name ID. You have been taught in last 2 weeks that SQL has a data integer, which is int. We have variable character, we have date, we have decimal, and so on and so forth. But what I'm going to make use of now is integer. We know integer now. Integer are just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negative and positive whole number in mathematics. So what I'll be now going to now, I will go to my first name. Now first name, I don't want this 45 to be there, so I'm going, so and I want it to be that there's going to be a value there. So we also have last name. The last name I will give it, I will explain the meaning of variable character. This variable character means that it can contain it can contain at most 50 values. That's just the meaning of the 50 that is there. That's the variable character. And the next thing I will have now, we have my departments. Let's assume they have departments. I'm sorry, department. So that department too, I would like to give it a variable character of 50. So and I also set it to not null.